I still remember the tremor in my hands as I fastened my new badge on that crisp morning. It was my first day on the force in Riverside City, a city pulsing with neon lights, lingering shadows, and secrets waiting to be unraveled. The precinct buzzed with urgency. A veteran officer, his voice low but firm, briefed us on the day's operations. "Keep your eyes open, this city never sleeps," he warned. I nodded, feeling both the weight of responsibility and an unyielding resolve to make a difference. As I stepped into the urban maze, the air was thick with anticipation. My patrol car's siren cut through the early morning calm as I cruised the streets. Every corner held a story, of a robber's desperate chase or a citizen's quiet fear. My heart raced not from uncertainty, but from the adrenaline of protecting those who trusted us with their safety. My first real test came sooner than expected. An alert crackled over the radio: a convenience store was under threat. I arrived to see a petty thief fumbling with the lock. It was a small break in the criminal undercurrent of the city, but it was my moment to act. With measured steps, I approached. The suspect froze under my steady gaze, and in that moment, I realized that every day would be a tightrope walk between justice and chaos. But the day wasn't done with me yet. The radio burst to life again. This time, a bank robbery was in progress. My partner and I raced against time, our car weaving through congested alleys and darkened streets. The bank, a towering emblem of the city's ambition, became the stage for a high-stakes confrontation. Sirens, shouts, and the clatter of footsteps created a symphony of urgency. We cornered the robbers, and in that frenetic moment, I saw not just hardened criminals, but desperate souls pushed to the edge by a world that had forgotten them. By dusk, after the chaos had simmered into a tense calm, I returned to the precinct. I was exhausted, my adrenaline slowly ebbing away, but I carried a newfound understanding of what it meant to wear the badge. Riverside City wasn't just a battleground, it was a living, breathing entity that required both vigilance and compassion. That night, as I hung up my uniform, I thought of the day's lessons: the courage to face danger, the balance between force and empathy, and the unspoken promise to protect those who couldn't protect themselves. It was just the beginning of a long journey on the thin line between order and chaos. And for the first time, I felt truly ready to face whatever Riverside City had in store for me.